Welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Blue and white pride. Bulldogs for life. Dogfather here. Gas by my side. Talking dogs tonight. Dogfather and Gas. Blue and white pride. All things Bulldogs. Footy talk and ball. Dogfather and Gas. Bulldogs to the core. Bulldog spirit. Strong and true. Blue and white. Through and through. Welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. Hey. Here we go. Hey.
G'day, Doggies fans, G-Day Doggies fans. Welcome to the show, All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. How are you,
G'day,
Gaz?
everyone. Good, good. And you got the old one there, mate, not the new one too.
That wasn't the new one?
No.
Oh, my God. All right.
That's
Talk to
all
us,
right.
mate. How you feeling? What's been
Yeah.
happening, mate?
Hey, how good is it, mate? Another win, 3 in a row. We're on fire. You know, we scored 30 points. You know, something started with a 3. I mean, good. Like, you know, what else can we say? Like, it's a great weekend and good review on Sunday, guys. Thanks to those who joined us. But, yeah, it's time for the run home now. Final bye of the year. And then it's all things till the end of the year. So everyone should be excited. Looks like the refereeing has sort of moved it back a little bit to where it was at the end of last year. So that's definitely helping teams like us. So penalty counts and 6 agains are down. So that's good. But, yeah, how is everyone? Let's see who's on. Let's see. Prostay, welcome. Hello.
Got
Timmy.
the photo, buddy. Got the photo from your mum. So thank you so much for sending us that. I showed my daughter and she said, she said you're a good looking young man. She's only 14.
That's it. G'day, Timmy. Timmy's early today. He's on. Oh, that's right. School holidays, Timmy. No Bible studies, mate. That's it. I remember now.
Tonight.
Yep. G'day, Showy. Welcome, buddy. What's
Love
Showy
you,
got to
Timmy.
say?
Love you, Tony. Good to see you.
Our doggies are gathering confidence and momentum. 2 things we need at the back end of the season to make a dent in the comp. Wait until all 3 back rowers are back. We will be feared. Yeah, that's it. Love it.
So the kennel tipping us to win every game now until the end of the season, or what, shall we? They go from yes to no, back to yes, back to no.
Yeah, don't worry about the kennel, mate. We just worry about what All Things Bulldogs think. Evening, old fella Dave. G'day, Mike. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Mike. Great to see you, mate.
G'day, Dogfather. Bulldog Mike 75. Welcome. Good. We got all the mics in the house today and the Daves. Evening.
Mikey Warren, Mikey Hawks.
Mike Cool as well. Mike there he is.
All my burner accounts. All my burner accounts are here.
All the garden gnome accounts. There's the song, guys. There's the song.
Look, guys, I want to ask you people if you want. I actually put the wrong video on. It's been a massive upgrade and it's way better. So you let me know if you want to watch it again, because I've watched it about 30 times. There's a better version, and I forgot to upgrade it there. I've got it there ready to go now, but I forgot. So sorry about that.
New video there, guys. If any of you didn't watch that intro, let us know. He can put it on there, guys. You can have a look. G'day, Matty Warren. Kennel guys are truly lost. Yeah, look, sometimes you probably give them a go, and then you just feel a bit sick in the stomach. You feel sick in the stomach, and then there's only so many times you can apologize for writing your team off and your team defying what you say, and then it's all good. G'day, Aki. Hope you're enjoying your holidays, mate.
G'day, Aki. Good to see you, mate.
G'day, mate. 26. Fell asleep listening to them, waiting for you guys. Yeah, sorry we're late, guys. Sorry you had to suffer through that. Apparently, Winston is never going to question Ciro again. Yeah, Brian, how many times have we heard that before, mate? Look, it's all right, mate. It's emotion, mate. It's emotion. But I will say he has been a bit of a all things positive lately as well. He's turned the tide a little bit.
Oh, that happens. That happens when you win a game and you win another one, then you win another one. That happens, you know.
That's it.
People tend to get
Kangaroo Killers in the house, elevated to top 30 before June 30. Who was elevated?
I doubt if anyone was. Oh, Mike, thank you so much.
Mate,
g'day to you, James.
G'day, James. Welcome, buddy. Mate, I think some of these latecomers, mate, want to see the new video, mate. I think they're voting with their feet, mate. Come on, guys.
We'll put the new video on. It's an even better one than some that I've shared around. So we've got some teaser trailers out there to the members of the channel. But let's throw it up now.
Mike Cool, you'll love this one, buddy. Let's go.
Absolute exclusive.
Hot off the press.
I reckon this might make the Triple J hottest 100 for next year. I'm pretty sure of it. Here we go, guys. Check it out. Big thank you today.
G-Day Doggies fans, welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Blue and white pride, Bulldogs for life. Dogfather here, Gas by my side. All Things Bulldogs, talking dogs tonight.
Well done to Dave. Big job on that, mate.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave.
Beautiful.
Got the little car in there as well.
Only about 30 people turned off,
No,
so that's good.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Let's say hello to, I want to say a good shout out to Pete Bulldogs. How you going, buddy?
Hey, Pete. How you going?
Hey, boys, what a beautiful win we now have the bye. Hopefully we win the next two to hopefully get us in the finals. Who knows? I'm always proud of my team no matter what happens. Yeah, and I just want to shout out, sorry about the Bronson Cherries leaving, mate. I know you love him so much, but you'll still be able to follow him at the Storm. Very good player. And it definitely looks like we get to keep him for the rest of the season, which is really good. And with the way injuries happen, he might be needed for us to make the finals or do something. And I'm sure he'll be wanting to help out his mates. In spite of what people, it's easy to make that sort of correlation that he's checked out, but people say that about Curran as well. He just stuffed up, and then he stuffed up again afterwards, probably thinking about it too much. And yeah, we went from a good position to a bad position to a good position again. So it's all good. We got the 3 wins we needed to get. They were must-win games. So tonight, guys, we are going to talk about the run home. We'll probably go through the games and analyse them, get ahead of the picture a bit. Shoei put a little comment in there that Kikau, his hearing will be back for the Tigers. Look, I think I've just got my thoughts on that. Kicks is a player that just needs to be fit. And I don't know how fit he will be after that. And I've seen him when he came back from a similar injury. It did take him a little while. And the way he sort of plays can expose the team a bit. I'm not sure. I'm sure that won't happen. But, yeah, I just hope, as Brian was suggesting and plenty on this show, Gas as well, that potentially we wouldn't mind seeing Kikau come through in another capacity. I think Satili Tupanua needs to stay on one of those edges. I really believe that. And but I think what will happen is that Preston will go back to right edge, Kikau will go to left edge, and Satili will go back to the bench and come through the middle, is what I am predicting will happen in the future. Thank you so much, Tony. Well, look, I offer Dave, I offer to give Dave rewards. He gets rewards from doing this. Dave, essentially, he contributed money for the jerseys that we're auctioning off. We've got one more to go. Well, not auctioning off, but
Prize giving away.
We're giving it away as a return for those people who give money to us, and we give you that. It's a bit of an incentive as well. So he put that, and he has a way of he raises funds for that money to come to me through what he does. So it's brilliant. Absolutely good lad. He'd prefer to stay behind the scenes. He has appeared on the video a few times on the podcast, but he preferred to stay behind the scenes and contribute the way he does. And he's having an absolute ball doing this work. And there's a lot more stuff to come. And there's so much that I actually can't show. Some really awesome, funny videos of Buzz, a Buzz documentary, which is hilarious, but probably.
But also the critical team stats before the game, guys. He brings up all these awesome stats as well that roll across, and we talk through those. So
ones that you don't really hear from other that are very some of them are different. Yeah,
got a different way of looking at things, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy, yes, he's on holidays, which means he's got a few weeks off and he can watch us. Love the new music. Gas has a career as a musician. I don't think so, Timmy.
I am.
Brian, mate, hope you enjoyed it, buddy. Mike, hope you're well. Love the new version. Thanks, Matt.
Matty loves it. Me and Matty are cut from the same cloth. We're reminiscing, home bakes and big day outs. And
there's a shout out to you, mate. Mick got it right when he told us that Montoya would retire a Bulldog. There you go.
You heard it here I had first, a bit of inside word on that, guys. I had a bit of inside. They love him at the club, and he loves the club. He never wanted to leave. It was sort of one of those things when he come back from injury and was exposed and lost confidence. And we probably saw it a little bit this year as well, but I really love the way when he did have that couple of weeks off and then he come back. That was against the Storm, wasn't it? He came back and we had that really important win, and his energy in that game was infectious, and that's what he can bring at his best. And it's time for Rinakama and
guys, Mick's been getting some one-on-one coaching with Tay as well. Mick's been getting some one-on-one podcast training with Tay, so she gave him the inside scoop as well, guys. So he found out from the wife as well.
Oh,
Isn't that right, Mick? Yeah, isn't that right? You've been getting some one-on-one.
Honestly, you can't even Marcelo. You can't even joke around with that stuff. From what I've heard, like, he's a very serious dude. If you said that straight face as a joke, he'd be like, "What the what?"
He's been getting some podcast training, guys, from someone who's got a few more viewers.
Look at me, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Oh my god!
The Kennel guys have fallen to the dark side. Oh, is that another Star Wars reference? I could annoy you and say, "Is it Star Trek?" I'm kidding. I'm
I'll get Dave to make some Lego versions of the Bulldogs podcast community and create a little TV show. I'm sure we could do that.
There you go.
You got little Elmo and I'm the garden gnome.
Yeah,
Lego characters. I think that'd be funny, Timmy.
There you go.
I'll
the
swing
triangle
a lightsaber.
Solo, it was epic. There you go. Yeah, the little ding, ding, ding. That's it.
Well, he's got the gong now too. He got him on the gong. That was awesome.
Well, that's the reason I put the gong out there, guys, because when Michael usually goes a bit too long, he gets this. Right. Everyone, this is all real. Yes, indeed, own a triple bass guitar. Yeah, guys. Thanks, Shoey.
So we're going to get into some analysis shortly. Into the run home. Thank you to Mike.
Thanks, old fella,
and
Dave.
to Tony and to James. So that's already what.
What are we up to, mate? We should be over we should be having a prize draw tonight, mate. We should be over now, surely.
We will be having a prize draw tonight.
Hey, there we go, guys. Good job. So if you want to be in it, guys, you got to for those members, you've got one ticket, and then for anyone else who donates, is it minimum $5 still? Gets a ticket.
Every $5 now.
Every $5, guys, gets you in there.
I've got a ticket in, so I'll get a draw up.
Sorry, Mike. That $1 doesn't work anymore, Mike. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. But you won. You won with it last time. You won. You can donate it, but you just have to put the full $5 to get a ticket in the draw.
Oh, if you do, if you do $5. If you get
combined,
do one this week and one next, and get up to $5, you'll get a ticket.
That's it.
But people invest. Just being part of this community, and you contribute a lot, Michael. I will say, so great to see that. But look, guys, what I'm going to put up today is a special prize. I believe.
Whoa.
And it's going to be
another one there, mate. There's another one there. Thank you, buddy.
That's from Ryan. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
So look, this will be this will be done as a look. I'm sort of thinking on the fly, you guys. I'm a little bit undecided, but what I want to do is give a Bartv subscription. Essentially, pay for a Bartv subscription, and basically be done in my name, but I will actually, pay for the service for the rest of the season. And what I'll do is I'll share that password. Okay.
You get access to all the games, guys.
Yeah. All the games across Australia, all these like Group 9, Group 2, Queensland, QRL, everything. It's all in there. So it's such an important service, and when we stream it, we're doing it not to take money away from them, but actually to promote it a little bit, and we're doing it in low quality on our YouTube, and we're only doing it like randomly here and there, sporadically. If Gas is at a game, he'll pull his phone up and record it from there. But yeah, the reason we're doing that is to promote it, and it's a service where I can actually give a couple of passwords away. So that's what I'm actually going to do, once we get to the threshold, which we're getting close. I was going to set that at 200. and we're almost nearly there anyway. So whatever we get to at the end of the night, I'm just going to make that the prize for the draw. You'll get the password and the login for it. And
Thanks, Elaine.
yeah, and there's other people who share their passwords and stuff for this. But if there's more than like 2 or 3 people on at once, it'll like boot someone out. So yeah, so I'll probably this will be a dual win tonight because I'll give the password to 2 different people.
Wow.
Who'll be able to use the account, and I won't use the account. I'll use another one that I've got available that's available to me. I just think this is a good way for people to be able to watch the juniors. And look, if you're not going to be watching and you want someone else to use it, but you obviously got to be very responsible with it as well. But yeah, that's how we'll do it. And it's going to be a really good prize and something which you be able to, if you really have a connection to wanting to see the juniors do well and understanding, the amount of invested interest we have in this country of kids wanting to become and play rugby league and represent their clubs, their family, their home, and not just that, their heritage, their state, their country. There's so many dreams on the line. It all starts, and that's why I love this Bartv, because it's just capturing all of it. And it's got other sports on there as well too, so they do a whole lot of stuff. So big shout out to them. And it looks like a lot of money's just rolled in. Is that right? Who else has come in?
Yep. So Elaine's.
Thank you, Elaine.
And Shoey's closed you out, mate, with another donation. Thank you, mate.
Oh, bloody hell, Tony. Thank you so much, mate.
Boys.
Busy time of year. Tax returns start tomorrow, guys. To get them done.
Don't get them done too early, guys. Give it a bit of time. Don't forget. Don't do them straight away.
Well, they populate everything now for you.
Yeah, but
so
still, there's some things pop in later. You ask your accountants, I'll probably tell you. Give it at least a week or 2 before you pop them in. Don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Dave, for the work you do behind the scenes with content. The music video is sensational. Yeah, he's put a lot of time into that. A few versions before we got that one right. So, and you can see the little car that's on there. Where am I? Up here. That's the little car there. The little blue and white 23. Heinz, you get a great weekend, both first grade and cup, smashing the Titans and Manly. Yeah, it's always good when you smash teams, guys. New South Wales Cup are playing really well. Jesse McLean will be good for our depth. Yeah, we are light on the back, so anything we get, I mean, we're losing Sewer as well. So yeah, anything we get. Pay ID, another 20 for you there, mate. There you go, from Lucas.
Thank you, Lucas.
There you go. Add that to your tally, mate.
So members of the Dogfather and above automatically get a ticket in.
No, that car was stationary, old fella Dave. Don't play the triangle when you're driving, guys. That car was stationary.
Oh dear.
I did give that same disclaimer on Sunday when we launched it. There's another contribution, 10 for you, mate, from Brian on the pay ID. Thank you, Brian.
Always, Brian. Thank you so
Love your
much,
support, mate. It's crazy to think they were only 4 points out of the 8. Yes, that's true. But we should be looking at it from wins, guys. Only worry about the wins because some teams haven't had the bye. So only focus on how many wins everyone's had. That's how you measure the 8, guys. Don't worry about the placings for now. G'day, Dave. How you doing, buddy? Can we get in? Of course we can get in the 8. Winning the way that we are, take care of itself. We don't have to rely on any other results, guys. Because if everybody keeps playing above us, they're going to play each other and it'll take care of itself. So Maroons are better. That's your opinion.
Go the Blues.
Elaine loves the video. Thank you, Elaine. Great idea on the Bartv. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. See you, Dave. Take care, mate. Thanks for your support, buddy.
Who is that?
Dave Lloyd.
G'day, Dave. There you go, mate. Dave,
with the hot keys.
Dave rings me on the he's been dialing me on the trying to dial the Dogfather to say hello, but sorry, mate. I can't answer everyone, buddy.
Sorry, Dave. Don't hit repeat on the call 20 times too, buddy. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
August 1, best time. There you go. There's Ryan, probably the accountant there, telling us August 1, guys. There you go, guys. So
Ryan,
it's been so long since I did my accounting. I can't remember, man. I let someone else do it for me. One of the guys I studied with, actually. Elaine, hands yellow, heart red. Okay, so there's probably something that didn't show up there. Patrick Young and Alex Conti have a nice little combo. Yeah, they like the little 1-2 busting through the line. It's good to see some unselfish play. I thought Patrick could have got there himself, but he turned it back inside. So good job. Yeah, that Dogfather is an amazing man, isn't he? Yeah, there you go, mate. He loves you.
Who's that?
Dave Lloyd loves you, mate. Says you're an amazing man, mate. There you go. Don't get embarrassed, mate. Look, his face has gone red already. It's all right. We're only 6 points off second spot. That's the way, Matty Warren. Love it. Love it. It's a very tight comp, guys. Other than Penrith streaking ahead, it's pretty tight up there. And there'll be some interesting games this week that'll do us a favour while we take the bye and squeeze up the ladder as well. So who knows? Our hardest games are probably Tigers and Wars. You know what? There's no really easy games at the moment. Even the Dragons are competing these days. So there's no such thing as an easy game anymore. Yes, mate. Up the doggies. Storm will probably be out of contention by the time we play them, but it's in Melbourne, so it'll be tough. Yeah, so that's going to be in a couple of weeks, guys. That will be the last time we leave Sydney, guys, until the finals. So only one more trip away, guys. One more trip away, so that'll be good. How good was the Spinks ball back inside the Conti? Oh, yeah, what a ripper. And for those of you who didn't see the watch-along we did on Sunday, there was a highlights package that Michael put as well from all the tries and everything as well. So jump onto Dogfather and have a look at that as well, guys. There was some awesome tries. Well, 64 points, guys. There was a lot of tries to watch through. And two of the local favourites, Tamworth boys, Spinks and Jack Todd, both scored tries in that game. And even though Jack Todd left it to the last few seconds of the match and converted by Spinks as well, guys. So that was awesome. And he's wearing that big black headgear, guys, and everyone was patting that. I reckon he's got concussion just from the patting on the head, guys.
Oh, no, I couldn't
They need to take
it.
They need to take it a bit easy there. I reckon the head's gone wobbling around. How did you two blokes meet and decide to start a podcast? Michael can answer that for you. This podcast has been going along way before I decided to assist Tommy.
Yeah, so Tommy, I used to do a lot of keyboard warrior stuff all over the Facebook. So I started helping out running a group. Then I created a YouTube channel just to do videos and stuff that I put together. They're pretty rough, some of them, but yeah, look, just tried to have my say, but through video and talking, because I was getting arthritis from typing so much on my phone. So that's pretty much how it is. And we started doing the podcast. I actually had the guy who runs the Elite Pathways group. He come on and we were doing some Pathways videos as well. That was a really difficult process. So yeah, and then just started doing this, and obviously we had some people come on at different times, be a part of it. And then I think Gas accidentally pocket dialed me on a video call about 1 year and a couple of months ago.
Last year.
Yeah, about 15 months ago. It was quite funny. And then we just started talking, and it was like talking to myself. It's probably the thing that's wrong on this podcast is that we probably agree too much, and that's I know it sort of makes it sound like an echo chamber, and that's all right. That's fine. Like, I think we're just very respectful of each other's point of view, and we come from the place that we're not the experts. So probably I've answered that, I think.
Yeah, both got different set of skills, guys. Both got different experiences, different ways of looking at things, and you'll hear different perspectives from both of us. And those who've been around now a long time will probably see that. Michael's got his way of focusing on things. I've got my way. Different ways of looking at things from my experience, from my own playing days and experience, etc. And what we do. But yeah, at the end of the day, I was basically just trying to help Michael. You know how many times, guys, I'd be watching, and I find that Michael gets very passionate about responding to everyone. And I find that sometimes he'd answer the same question to 3 different people and spend 15 minutes each time doing it. So I said, maybe you need some help, mate, just to control that a bit and get the chat moving rather than spending 2 hours answering 10 people. We can spread it out a bit more. So that's why I sort of helped out, and then so now Michael thinks I'm taking over the show, guys. So anyway, so he decided to do a video and give me a triangle just to show who's the boss, and now I know who's the boss, guys. The Dogfather.
No, honestly, Dave. Well, look, I think Dave did it. Dave actually said he goes, I actually agree with what Gas has got to say more, but at the end of the day, I'm here because of the Dogfather. Not Gas.
That's it, guys. And I've never met Dave, guys. So there you go.
So
there's no loyalties on my side, guys. But he did an amazing job getting my car in there. So there you go. So that's the answer, Tommy. Penrith have granted their prop, Moses Leota, permission to talk, and that's going to happen with a lot of their players, guys. They've got a lot of players that will be coming off contract November 1. So they're going to have a situation where they've got to respectfully, and I can't deny the Panthers doing this, allow their players to basically seek some proper money before the end of their career. So a lot of them are sort of pushing around that sort of late 20s, early 30s mark. So they want them to still reward themselves. They've done an amazing job, created a dynasty that's going to be very, very hard to beat, guys, in this current day and age. So good luck to them if they want the players to go out there and be on the open market. Michael will discuss that later. Tell us what he thinks Moses is worth and whether he's a fit for us or not, or who he would be a good fit for.
We'll talk about that shortly. All right, I think I've got the thing filled up. So the people in the draw so far, and Brian, obviously. Scary. Tony's got a bunch. Mike Champion, Ryan, Elaine, Bulldog Mike. He's got a few couple in there. Rhett, Lucas, got a fair few in there. James, Teasdale. So they're the people in it so far. So if your name wasn't called and you've given money in the last 3 weeks, and I haven't got it there, I apologise.
Yep. And you've got all the ones who did the pay ID as well. You've got all that?
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
Yep. Lucas, yep. Okay.
In.
Beautiful. And Brian, yep.
Do we want to talk about Moses Leota right now? He's on the market.
Let's go, mate. Let's talk about Moses, mate. Go for it.
All right. Look, Moses Leota, I'll take you back to the 2022 grand final. Penrith versus Parramatta. The Parramatta forward pack pretty good, I would say. That's probably one of their best assets. Moses Leota and James Fisher-Harris took that game away from Parramatta in 15 minutes. And essentially that's the type of player he is. It's funny because the way I looked at that Titans game with King and Thompson on the weekend was they were as dominant in those exchanges. Probably not in defensively, but with the ball at least, as what I saw with Fisher-Harris and Leota in that Parramatta grand final against Penrith. Now, there's also the 2023 grand final, and Moses Leota. He's probably wasn't. Look, they had all the running in that first half, the Penrith Panthers. So they had a lot of ball on the Broncos line. The Broncos defended a long time and really only gave up a try off a sort of a fumble off a kick, bit of luck sort of thing. And then they come out and they just went bang through Ezra Mam. But that resurrection, there were 3 players in that resurrection. It was Moses Leota from the forwards, and then it was Stephen Crichton and Nathan Cleary. Without those guys with what they did in that period, Brisbane Broncos win the comp, in my opinion. And without one of those guys doing their thing, as plus all the other guys on the field, obviously, right? But they had the big moments in that game that changed everything and put the scoreboard in favour of the Panthers. And look, Moses Leota, his stats are what? Max King has better stats than Moses Leota, put it that way. But it's his presence and what he does. So for him to come to the Bulldogs, I just can't see it happening unless there is someone who's exiting on big money and it's going to be the right fit. Now, there's this talk that, we can put Max King off the bench. Well, Maxie King will do a job wherever. It won't worry him. But to me, Leo Thompson has shown he can play 70 minutes. I don't think Moses can consistently do that, if ever, unless he sort of had to. That's not his go, and he's sort of going to be on the way down now. Leo Thompson's on the way up. Maxie King's younger than Leota, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. 47 was the most that Leota's done this year, and he's done that twice. He's averaging probably around that 40, 42 minute mark per game. So he's got a few below, probably just over 42, 43, 39, 37. But he's got, 47 is the most he's played 3 times this year. That's his limit.
Yeah, so for what Max King costs and what Moses Leota costs, I'm keeping King and upgrading him. If we could get Moses Leota for 500 to 600 and say you're going to play 30, 35 minutes in our rotation every year for 2 or 3 years, that's great. But this guy's I'm sure he can get from PNG or from Perth 850, 900, 950.
Yeah.
So I just can't see it happening at the Dogs. We're just not going to get the value out of him. And Gus
on a holiday with Luai somewhere to PNG.
Yeah. And I'm sure whatever, he will be a great signing for them, but I don't think he's going to influence a premiership at the side that he's going to end up. And it would not surprise me if he just stays with the Panthers and,
comfortable.
If look, for what Canterbury would pay him, I'm sure Penrith would match that to keep him, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm not, he might be worth $1 million, right? But there's no way that Gus is going to pay that for a prop that plays 30 to 40 minutes, who's on the back end of his career. He's looking for players to ascend, not that are descending. And, and you get that through opportunity and value. And we're starting to see that. And look, I think you get the point.
Yeah.
What any other thoughts from you, Gas? Any thoughts from you?
Look,
maybe put a poll up.
I think he's actually. I've got to say credit to Moses. I think he really stepped up when the other forwards that they had, like Lenu and Fisher Harris, when they left, he really stepped up and became the dominant sort of front rower and took that mantle. He was sort of sometimes a little bit second fiddle, but he showed why he was the one that sort of stayed and really did the job as what Michael calls the alpha male in the front row there. And he's been exceptional, like getting that team off, great starts, front foot, and off he goes. And that when he wants to, he's got that ability to do that late offload when he's sort of falling in a tackle and do that one-hander behind. He's really good at doing that rather than some of the forwards that run in with their back to the defense and then that offload. So he's usually good like that. But yeah, wherever he goes, whatever he does, I don't think anyone will say anything bad about it. It's just going to be if he can reward himself exceptionally somewhere else, or if he wants to hang around at Penrith and then they will top up his career with the new salary cap that's due in a couple of years. That's his business, guy. So whatever happens. But like Michael said, I really don't think it's going to be something that we need now from a player. I mean, who wants? If anyone put their hand up, tell me, would you rather we get a Moses or we lose someone like Underhill who's got a lot ahead of him? That's the kind of stuff you got to look at. So I know what I'd be doing moving forward. So I'm happy with what we've got, and we keep going with that. JP, I know I'm a little late, but what a win against the Titans. Can't wait for Preston Kickout to return soon. Keep climbing the ladder, doggies. Yes. What a difference a few weeks can make, guys. So let's hope it continues this way. But I really think, and we've said it a few times, I really think the boys have sort of turned the corner. They're not the finished product, but they're trending correctly. And things are working for us at the moment. And we keep developing, keep getting confidence in what we're doing. I think they can keep improving. That's how I see it. The main thing is our defense, guys. Our defense is stronger and stronger each game. Brian was very happy that Jack Todd scored at the end of that game. Yes. Lorenzo Crismal, hope the Bulldogs next week is going to go and watch the Canberra and set up with the game. All good. All hail the Dogfather. Yes, that's it. Get on your knees next time, Timmy, when you say that, please. I think since Cleary has said he was retiring, they're all going to look elsewhere. Yeah, Brian, that's it, mate. A lot of things could change in that space, yeah. I would love Paul Alamonte back ASAP. He's on the younger side. He's probably one that they might keep potentially. The other guys, Shamas will swoop on Penrith guys.
Good point.
Yeah, there's a lot of money there, a lot of tax-free dollars. Moses has in the last 2 years looked after his body and has become extremely fit. Full credit to him. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Hi, people. How are you going? The Dogfather, how are you going, Gas? Next week.
There you go, mate.
That's it. Don't think it should happen, but to me, it would be Moses and Max start and Leo Rampage off the bench. But I'd rather keep what we've got. Yeah, I concur. Moses will most likely finish his career at Penrith. What grade did I play? I played school league. Wasn't allowed to play league, so I had to play in secret. But I actually played Ostag, played Men's Open for Australia, and played also for Lebanon. So did a few World Cup trips to New Zealand, etc. So that was good fun. Yep, that's it. We're going to win. Queensland, no, mate. No, can't hear you there, mate. We don't need him. We've got Leo and Max King. And Max King's only halfway through his career, guys. He's only just played the 150. He's only halfway through to his 300.
Right. Exactly.
So he's a late bloomer. So with all the injuries, he's got a lot to offer. Leo Thompson doesn't get enough credit. He has a massive motor, strong carries, offloads, and dominates the middle. And guys, he's still getting into his own element, guys. He's
only young.
He's still going. And to be honest with you, he's becoming every game. He's becoming more and more important. And you know what? He made a few mistakes the other day, but that was from effort plays, guys. He was actually attacking, putting himself in position to do things. It wasn't just a simple up and up off you go run. He was actually really having a go, guys. So yeah, definitely really good. Leo Tosson doesn't get enough credit. Yes, he doesn't. Timmy, go the Blues. Yeah, everyone's tipping the Maroons. So these are the games that we love where hopefully we are the underdogs for a change. I know the Queenslanders think they're the underdogs. Max King, the try-scoring machine. That's it. To all the people wanting to get Moses to the Dogs, you guys need to worry about keeping Preston. Yes.
Exactly.
That's right, guys. Build a team around Presto. Max King will play 350. Yes, let's hope so, guys. So there's still plenty to come, guys. Plenty to come from our guys. Still, the team's pretty mixed in age, guys. Our team, it's pretty good. There's only a couple of guys sort of on the other side, so Kiko and Man, etc. But James is looking forward to seeing our lovely NRLW team kick it off. So we got to meet them all at the signing day, guys, that we went to at Canterbury Leagues Club.
The team's rolling across the bottom of the screen, by the way, guys. The team list.
I got them all to sign a women's poster that they were offering us, and my question to them all, if any of you are watching, if you'll remember, I was asking them all what they were doing in the off season, guys. So some of them were studying, some of them were trainings. Everyone had something different to do. So that was my question to the lovely ladies to see what they were up to, and some of them are a lot younger than we thought, guys. So they're very, very brave to play this game.
We're actually blooding a lot of our own players too. Like it's not just we just haven't gone bald everyone that's there. So it could take a while.
It's a tough game.
It could take a while. I'm struggling to sort of know how they're going to go this year, but just know that the kids that they were bringing through have been dominating in the under 17s, under 18s every year for ages, ever since it sort of started taking off. So that Fiola Cup.
Lisa Fiola Cup, yeah.
Lisa Fiola, we're always top 2 or top 4. And usually Tasha Gale's a similar sort of story. I think we might have missed out once. We were dominating Harvey Norman Women's when it used to run at the start of the season. Now that they've put it to sort of run with the NRLW at the same time, which I thought was interesting, but and that sort of weakened us there a bit. But there are a lot of the girls in our team that have been in the Bulldog system for quite a while, and that's a great thing. So looking forward to seeing that. I just find it hard to give myself to the women's game just through time management. But every time I watch it, I'm invested and sort of on the edge of my seat. It's, people say it's boring. You have people with their views on those sorts of things, but I just find that it's a good competition, and it's surprisingly, and it's tough. Yeah, the girls, they rip in. They actually do.
I find they play a cleaner brand of footy than the men. I find that they keep it a lot simpler with regards to the extras, like like all the bullshit the guys try to do. They just play, and you notice that more from like even the Origin game. It's just really it's improved
so much. Heads up stuff too.
It's improved so much the level of play that they're getting. So obviously the seasons that they have definitely brought them along a lot more. So occasionally now, like you'll see them playing in the lead up to the men's games, and you'll be able to watch them, and you'll see how much effort they put in and what they do. It's actually good for them that they can get out there and have a go. So Timmy's asking, who do you think the favourites are for the mate? I wouldn't have a clue, mate. I'll always say the same thing, mate. Blue and white. So that's my favourite. But don't know. Yep. Hope we make the grand final. Good question here. What does the new NRL broadcast deal mean for the salary cap? And does that help us be able to give more money to Birdo and Preston to keep them? So at the moment, we're at 11.8 salary cap, guys. And the expectation up to 15 potentially now. They're talking with a $4 or $5 billion deal, which potentially means that there may be some future contracts with this in mind that are basically stepped up. So let's say they say to Birdo, we're going to offer you X now, Y then, and then when the new deal comes, we're going to jump you up to this much to basically make up for what we might not have here. So
you're going to represent, you're going to represent a percentage of the cap.
Correct.
So so when it's currently 5% of the cap, whatever the cap is, you're going to get paid. If that cap increases, that your 5% increases. Yeah, but I'm not sure how that'll work out.
Des Hasler tried that a few times with us. He tried to back end some deals, and you're getting paid 500 now, 500 next year, and then we're giving you $1 million in the third year, and then we got into all sorts of troubles with that guy. So
exactly.
But yeah, that's what we do. So
Rob Cap has asked you the same question again.
I'm not sure if you heard my response, mate. So just check it out.
Just go back and check it.
Go back and have a look.
Yeah, Tay Cochran played well on the weekend, Heinze. He's come back strongly, playing very direct, fleet of foot, looking
Big
tougher.
Big swan dive for his try too.
For his try, 100%.
Yeah, big swan dive.
Very happy with Tay's game, and I can see Tay pushing for like a bench spot as as cover for wing or outside backs at some point. The way that he's going, he's not getting all the raps though. They're all talking about Conti and rightfully so, obviously, and Spinks as well.
Yep.
As they should. Brian, I love the women's game. Reminds me of the men in the early 90s. I was actually going to say it sort of reminds me more of the men in the 80s, other than the lack of the head highs, and although they do have a bit of that. Yeah, that's just my thought.
Excellent.
New South Wales Cup team is going very well. Huge win over Manly. Looking good.
Currently sitting in sixth position, but Michael can tell you why.
Context. That look, Manly have been the easy beats of junior teams for eternity, and they've always that's always worked for their club. So that they use those grades in purposely to get players for their team. And obviously Manly also used to go and buy a lot of players as well back in the day as the Silvertails. But that side that the Dogs beat, they should have beat them by that much is what I'm saying.
Actually looked like it was going to be more at one stage.
Yeah, I thought they might hit 80.
Yeah, 80, yeah.
Yeah, they had a good time out there. They earned everything they got, the Dogs. They didn't treat Manly like they were easy beats. They put them to the sword as they should have. The team has struggled with consistency. It's just starting to. It's funnily enough when the NRL team does well, sometimes for some players that can put pressure on them and they don't handle it, and for others it can actually go the other way where they really step up because they know they have to in order to put pressure on that first grade side. Like it's a funny thing, the mental side of it. But I think that we should have beat the way that the Dogs first grade side beat the Titans and the way that the New South Wales Cup team beat Manly is what was supposed to happen on the weekend. That's how it should have went. And yeah, a very, very good day out. It was a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun on the field and did exactly what they should. But this is what I mean. We've got to be careful. We should celebrate these things 100%, but understand the context of it, that you can't, like, that just game doesn't compare, because there was people who were suggesting, Spinks should have come in to the NRL side. And part of me is like, yeah, I wouldn't have had a problem if he was there against the Titans. But one thing I can tell you is that the way Josh Curran was getting out of the line and the shots he was putting on early in that game especially, and Salmon, you wouldn't have wanted any other two players on the day out of our club that are available than the two that they put out there. Josh Curran loves his teammates. He loves the club. Probably really wanted to stay. He's got a good deal though. He's got set up. We can't keep them all, and he's playing in his good position. And I love the way that Sean Johnson commentated on how he said he's one of the best at sort of changing his direction and changing his positioning as he's hitting the ball at speed when he can do that. Now, he's been forced to play in the middle for this team to give us the ability to compete. And rather than, sometimes he hasn't got the raps he deserves in what he's put his body through that sort of, well, yeah, he's played lock and that sort of thing, but he's an edge back rower, who could play center and stuff as a kid. He's, and he's done a wonderful job for this club. Now, Logan Spinks, he's attacking the way he I love that second try where they do the run round and he gets the offload back inside. That was phenomenal. And he works hard too. Like, it's not all just with the ball. He works hard without it. but that's where
kick chase as well was awesome.
Kick chase, he's got all the fundamentals there.
First one down there every time, guys.
Yeah, so he's going to be peaking and hitting his straps, hopefully not getting injured and stuff, and earning himself a really nice contract for the Bulldogs next year is what I'm expecting, and hopefully seeing him get an opportunity this year. But I also look at it at the point of view that if we have to give these young guys an opportunity, it means we're having a lot of injuries or we're not playing well. So it's always that catch-22. Who's going to come in and improve our side? No one right at the moment. The best players are there and the depth players are there. But another preseason or when the opportunity arises, like through Origin, that might mean Crichton has another rest after game 3 and we can bring someone else in through. Maybe Conti gets an opportunity there. Maybe that's what they look at. They might say, all right, we'll keep Birdo in the centres. That's working. We'll give Alex a run at 7. And I'll put the 6 jersey on his back and let him play 7, which is what will probably happen. Or name him on the bench and then elevate him before the start of the game, something like that. That's probably an opportunity that I can see for him outside of an injury. So it's his best asset is his availability. I got the saying wrong and I probably got it wrong again. Brad told me. But where's your gong, Gas? Where's your fucking gong, mate? I was waiting for you to hit the gong ages ago.
That's all right, mate.
It's getting off track.
You done, mate?
Too much coke.
But if we're going to have more, so is everyone else. That's right, mate. The Roosters looked strong in the NRLW, but fell short to the Broncos last year. The Broncos players to the Warriors, but have added Jesse Southwell, Origin player. Yes, I think the Bulldogs will go well in their second season. Let's hope so. Sean O'Sullivan had 5 try assists. That's right, guys. He really controlled the game.
The left edge was on fire. The left edge did it all on the weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Usually the usual foursome there: Roosters, Broncos, Sharks, Warriors, potentially. Spinks, so hard to put down one-on-one, hitting holes. Yes,
in that grade, yeah,
that's right. Agree, guys. Best ability is availability. That's right, guys.
That's the word, Ryan. Thank you, mate.
Yeah. Nah, you're right, mate. All good. No worries, mate. Actually, I did have one season with the St. Joseph Joeys as well, premiership winning season as well during my Oztag time. Played one season of league with that. So good fun, guys. Good fun. Like I said the other day, guys, I've consider myself a player similar to like a Carraz, just gangly, offloads, just hard to tackle. Yeah, that kind of player. But I was fast, guys. I once scored 5 tries against Hazemil Masri in Oztag, and he tackled me, guys, in rugby league, in an Oztag game. Tackled me. He goes, "I'm done chasing you." So
there you go.
Little magic can't.
If only you could kick goals like Hazem, mate.
Could not kick goals like Hazem, that's for sure, guys. Could not kick goals like Hazem. Amir, welcome. I really feel Jethro is just a natural try scorer, going to be a Bulldogs winger for a long time. Yes. Puts himself in good positions, guys. That's the key. And he's got that 0 to hero speed that really helps when you sort of jogging on the spot and get the ball and then can go. That's kind of that little big, very important for a player like that. So he's got that ability. So he's improving each game, like just in his positional play as well. Both sides of the field, guys. So attack and defense.
He hugs the try line. He's always made post contact. He's always played a grade above. He's always been somewhat of a lucky charm, like wins when he comes into teams. It's funny. I go back to that. I think it was the week before when Critter threw a real hard face ball against Manly. And Rennie, I reckon they'd been doing that at training. And that's the sort of ball that Reece Walsh throws, that Latrell Mitchell throws for AJ all the time. Cody throws it for AJ. They both get in there and do it.
Yeah.
AJ at South Sydney would have caught that ball and scored in the corner.
Yeah.
So that's where Rinikama will get to.
Yes.
Because that's what that's a sort of, he's an out and out winger. He'll be a winger for the rest of his career. Now, he was probably half a metre infield too far. For that. And look, it was too hard and it was high, but I'm telling you, AJ would have caught that off a Latrell and go in. And that's where Rinikama will get to. That's the type of plays that we'll start to see from Bulldogs. That's the sort of thing. Loved Haywood's pass.
Took a few steps too for that one. So where, if you remember, Harry Grant did that about 6 or 8 weeks ago, but he threw it off the ground. But Haywood came out from there a few steps, then gave that pass. And I'll tell you who did very well. Birdo did very well not to put his hand out for it, to let it to realize that pass was going straight to the winger. And he still had a lot of work to do. That wasn't just a fait accompli once he got the ball. He still had some work to do, Jethro, to get that ball down. But that was a great try and something that we haven't seen from the Bulldogs this year, guys. So,
Well, that was the point. That was the point I wanted to make, is that Jethro did wonderfully well to score.
Yeah.
When he got the ball, I knew he was going to score. I'm like, this is going to be a try.
Yeah.
I was screaming already.
Yes.
Yeah, but he still had a lot of work to do, and I just think of some of our wingers back in the day might not have scored that during the tough times. But it's still a tough time at the moment, guys. It's 7 wins, 8 losses. We had to get that. We're nearly back at square one.
Parity, yes.
Which is such a good thing. We'll sort of, I think this time in 2024, we might have been 8 wins, 7 losses, something like that. Slightly flipped. But I think it's now is a good time for us to go through the rest of the games.
Let's have a look.
Of the season. So let's bring those up. It'd help if I had it. And then we'll have a look at Origin as well.
Okay,
the Bulldogs draw. That should bring that.
So I think we should take care of the bye this week, guys. I don't know. I feel like the boys are well rested. They're still at the Gold Coast with their families having a break. I reckon they'll take care of the bye this week. Put it in the bag, mate.
There you go.
Timmy, what's Timmy got?
All right, so
Let's go.
We're down to round. So we went.
Round 18 is the bye. Round 19.
Win, lost, win, bye. And then we go to a call, 5:30, Saturday, the 11th of July, next Saturday. Get your tickets, Canberra Raiders. I probably don't know why I need to go into each one. We can just sort of scroll through. So Canberra, they're off the bye as well. They had that important victory against St. George. It's a massive game for both clubs. This is like another grand final. And honestly, the 2 games back to back determine, if, in my opinion, if we can make the 8 or not. We win these 2 games, I think we're going to go on and make the 8. And even look forward from there. Lose these 2 games, and it's dinner. It's done. But it's been like that for a little while, guys. I'm expecting that Jacob Preston will be available for the Canberra Raiders game, which would mean Curran probably goes back to the bench, although I'd be keeping him there. I don't know. I'm torn about that. I'd probably be going Curran and Preston.
I'd be putting Salmon on the bench, at worst case.
Yeah, but Salmon has increased his minutes, and as I said, his work rate in defence has been top notch. He's always there. He's communicating. He's running a lot more. His post contact's improved a hell of a lot. Yeah, he's obviously fitter. But I know I've just seen him have rampaging back rowers both sides. The eye test for me is seeing guys run hard both sides of the field and asking a lot of questions. And whilst Jamin is crafty and he does that defensive stuff, I just don't know. It depends what we're giving up in return and who the opposition are. that's going to have something to do with it. It's not just about us putting our team together. It's about who's going to be best suited for that battle.
In the past, when Kikau's been injured, Presto has moved to the left side.
Yes.
However, I feel this time, that Presto might go back to his right side, and you keep Critter working with Curran on the left side. I don't think you change that up next week.
Well, it went so well. It was so.
Yeah.
So
you have Galvin working with Preston, and you got Critter working with Curran. It gives you 2 additional options, and then you've got Birdo outside on one side, and you've got Tuala outside on the other side. It gives you a lot of options then to do what you need to do.
I agree, Gas. I'm just not sure it's going to happen, but I agree. I think it's the way to go.
Seraldo listened to me last time. I feel like he'll do the same thing again this time. So,
well, he seems to listen to us a lot.
In Ciro, we trust, guys.
That's why we're doing better.
So we four Friday night games, 4 Saturday games, and 1 Thursday game, guys. That's what we got. 4, 4, and 1. 4 Fridays, 4 Saturdays, and 1 Thursday. That's our run home. No more Sundays.
So Saturday against Cam, Ricky's Raiders.
5:30, guys.
I think it might be a pretty good crowd. I've got a feeling it'd be a pretty good crowd for this one. I reckon they'll get about 28,000 of this. Just with the Dogs winning again, people feel comfortable to come out.
5:30 on a Saturday. Nothing else to do. Winter, guys. Rug
no
up,
excuses.
come down. Yeah.
0 excuses to not be there. Then at home to the Tigers. So effectively win these 2 matches. We're back in the top 8, guys. That's where we will be sitting if we win these 2 games. With the normal run of things. Have to keep it. My partner's actually arriving in Melbourne tonight, so keeping an eye out for that on the flights and whatever else. And if I have to just tot off for a second, I will. Who messaged me, Joel?
I don't care if you're on your podcast, mate. You got to take my call and let me know that I'm safely there, buddy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Respect your women, guys. Respect your women.
Oh, Joel McAvoy's messaged me. He comes on the show, but he's always into who we're getting, not who we've got.
That's right.
He's like, we're getting a player swap for June 30. No, I don't know. I doubt it. It's June 30. So are we getting a player swap from the Storm? I doubt it. I think we're going to keep Bronson Cherry, and Bronson will be our cover for going forward. And I know he had a bit of a shocker, but sometimes players do. That happens. Hopefully he can have a good game if he gets another opportunity. If not, that'll be sad for him. And
good for the next man up.
Well, it'll be good for us if we don't need Bronson, is what I'm saying. So.
Learn to play without him. That's it. Okay. After the Tigers, guys, it's the Wars. The Wars.
Well, look, the Wars don't have their 2 halfbacks. Metcalf might be available.
He played the other day. He played the other day. Yeah.
So look, they've got the system that's working for them. They've got a good side. They're having a few injuries
in the cup. I mean, sorry, he played in the cup. Yeah.
Oh, in cup.
The cup. Yeah, he played in the cup.
Yeah. So it's interesting though. I didn't like it. This is what I was saying when Tanner Boyd started playing well without him, and then he come back from a knee injury, which always takes you a while to get going, and they sort of lost a couple of games, and then all this happened. I'm just like
very reactive.
I don't want players that think, oh, okay, you're signing this bloke as the 7, and I want to go, sort of thing. I would suggest that maybe the Warriors wanted that as much as a player, potentially. So I don't know. That just shits me. It's like, okay, you got to do the best for your families and that. But and that I said on the podcast, you're only 3 seconds away from another big, massive knee injury and everything changing.
Same week that he did it.
Did he actually extend Tanner Boyd before he did his injury?
I thought he wasn't he already? Because they were talking. They kept him. They signed him.
Yeah,
I thought.
that's what I mean.
Mm.
And they've got Jet Cleary coming through as well. I guess that's probably another thing. They probably want to have a space for him, and he's going to be a good player. Don't know if he'll be as good as Nathan or he might be better, but
he's got the square head as well.
Got the square head.
It's got the square head going. I mean, he looks good.
But the Wars, look, I'd rather play him at home than over there, and it's going to be a game of
tough game. Always, guys at home. We've had some golden point battles with them of late too at home, and they're always and obviously they're in the top two. They're flying. Unlucky to lose the other day against the Dolphins, but they're up there for every game at the moment. They're a team that cannot be taken lightly.
If they've got any flat spot in them, though, we'll do to them like what we did after we lost to the Tigers last year, and then went and owned the Warriors in the next game. It was a similar sort of game I felt to that Titans game the other day. They just had nothing. And it's good when we get those games again, but I want to see us start to go on with it and not invite teams back in. That's been the worry. It's just part of the deal at the moment. But a lot of people are saying, okay, we moved Critter and we moved Burton, and that was why we're different. I would suggest that we have been evolving this game over numerous weeks, where there's been this shift away from having the lock, playing through the halves, and having Critter go there, obviously just to free up Burton, just to run, Galvin just to run, and Critter just to do his thing. And as a special magical type of player that he is, we saw what he did against the Raiders last year when he was activated. I'm still excited potentially at seeing his running game start to come into things when that confidence comes. So I'm just hoping that these players like Carraz can just get themselves right and not have any bad luck through the run home. Connor Tracy can stay really fit, keep his body there, and even likes Critter. Of Anar and Critter and Anar. These guys, like that 7 players that's in the team at the moment, I'm happy for that to be the team that goes all the way. You know what I mean? That just keeps going and evolving and getting better, because there's enough strike in it, there's enough speed in it, there's enough experience in it to do what it's got to do, and I think it can beat many sides. And the forward pack, as people were saying earlier, you had Kikau, a fit Kikau, and you had Jacob Preston to that side, and Satili Tupanua comes back into that side, and I think if we had Curran and Salmon coming off the bench potentially, or Curran and Tupanua, and we had Kikau and Preston starting that game on the weekend against the Titans, under the same fitness that everyone was at, I think we can put 40 on them. I really do, because I think that next bunch of guys, as hard as they tried and worked, like the Underhills and the, and the Lipoys, and that Lipoy had his best game in Bulldogs colours, in my opinion. I just think they would have played a lot straighter, and we would have done things just at that higher level. So I think they'll add we'll have a lot more energy and experience and just that more toughness about us. But look, not taken away from those young guys. And as I think Serrato summed it up best, he said it was great for Underhill and Lipoy and that to get that experience of playing 37 minutes in the NRL when things were going well, but then starting to turn against them while they're on the field. They're probably feeling a bit of that. And just to keep turning up and keep going through the process and whatever else, and to make some mistakes and have to deal with that and make up for it and all that sort of shit. I think we saw that in Underhill's first game too. He made a mistake and then made up for it straight away. So, yeah, look, there's so many things that we can talk about, but I think that these moments building up to getting these players back is going to be so instrumental. And it was always going to be one of those things. It's like this Bulldog side this year, they know they've got some really good players coming through. They know that they've got a team that can compete hard. They were a bit fresh to start. They got off to a good start, but then struggled and flattened out and then got some injuries. But there was always this thought that if the right runs could come, using the racing analogy, if the gap can open, coming down the home stretch, this side could be a side that comes home hard and really knock some teams over and build some momentum. And I think there is a big opportunity for that for this team. But at the same time, you're only 1 or 2 injuries away from a couple of key players that could absolutely make it all fall apart, especially when we're missing some experience already off the field that makes a big deal to our team and the way we play.
One of the big things one of the big things, though, is like the last 2 years, we've sort of kind of tailed towards the end of the year, like a little bit towards the end. So, we've played well, right. Like, against Manly, we played well in 24, obviously unlucky to lose that game. And then against Melbourne last year, we played an awesome game, didn't get the result. But those games leading up to it, there was a little bit of a drop-off there, and people were starting to get worried and confidence, etc. The game against Cronulla, etc. I think
and the Cowboys
and I think people are saying, like, even the year before 24, like we'd won 5 in a row, then we lost 3 in a row basically to finish the season. So people will look at it and say, we're not peaking at the right end of the year. Well, I'm hoping, and I've said it for a few weeks now, I'm hoping that this year we find a way to peak at the right part of the year. And I don't know whether we're going to earn the right. It's too far out to worry about it now. 9 rounds. We're going to earn the right to have a chance to rest players before the finals. I don't know. But one thing that has helped us this year is the fact that we've had this many injuries. We've had to put a lot of people in positions and play them ahead of time. And that's going to benefit us, guys. So as much as we think, yes, it's one thing to get, as long as you're getting those players back, which at the moment, knock on wood, we are, but it's going to benefit us to have those players back and to have these players ready to fill in if required and when required. So that's going to be a good thing. So keep moving if you like, mate.
Like you can imagine like an AJ Jones or Jack Underhill, they might not be able to keep their spot when a couple of players come into the side, but then you have an injury late in the year and that experience and that hunger to come back.
Yes.
And hopefully they're contributing to a New South Wales Cup campaign that's heading for finals as well, and everyone's really hoping to get their opportunity if they're needed in NRL. So, there's lots of things where they can bounce off each other. And look, just before we go to the next little block of games after these 3, just remember, guys, it was only a week ago where the headlines all around the club and the noise all around the club and some of these other podcasts. Look, a lot of them are just they love the club as much as we do. They're just protecting their own ego. Like that's an ego protection thing. We're going to get smashed by the Titans. I watched it last week, 14 occasions. Every time Titans was mentioned, they're going to smash us and we won't win another game for the next 4 games. Come here and watch this. And we would have been lucky to have won 1 game. Well, I'll tell you what, they're protecting their ego because they're cowards at the end of the day. And they probably admit that, to be honest. But it's easy to eat humble fucking pie. That's what I mean. Every team list Tuesday, every Origin announcement, everything is outrage. Everything's outrage every week. And it's easy to say, oh, yeah, I got it wrong. I'll trust Zero. I'll never doubt Zero again. Yes, you will. A couple of losses and you'll doubt him. You'll say he's doing this again. You'll pull the narratives out that you were using before and use them again. Why? Calm the fuck down. Sorry for swearing. Sorry, Mrs. Prote. I said I won't swear as much because I forget there's some young guys who watch this show and stuff, and it's young people, and I keep forgetting that. But let's just
stop swearing, mate. Stop swearing.
Thanks, mate. Let's get behind him and back him and understand that this team is still giving us highlights
Yes.
And in a loss, yeah, get stuck into them a little bit, but chill out, eh? Give them a go. Now, let's talk about the rules changing. I don't think the rules have changed. I think there's been a slight relaxation where the refs are allowing things to be a little bit more organic. I probably saw about 5 potential head highs coming from us against the Titans, which I thought would definitely have been called potentially a few weeks earlier in games. So there's a lot less stop-start, and that's bringing fatigue into the game, but allowing teams to do it, and that suits us. And I think that's a game that suits teams like Canterbury and Penrith and whatever else, where the momentum stays built through the way the game's played, not through the manufacturing of the referee.
And we've had good results. We've had good results in the wet this year as well.
Yes.
So that was another game so there's only 1 or 2 losses that we've had. The rest of the wins we've had in the rain have been good for us this year.
Yeah. Probably, and that goes back down to the fact suggesting that we're lacking the speed of some of the other sides. And look, we don't disagree, but I think so that's maybe brought them back closer to us a little bit, brought them closer. But I think our best team on the park, when we have our best team on the park, and the Serrato and the boys know what that team is, or best 19, I should say. We can compete with anyone in any conditions at any time, and that's where you want a rugby NRL side to be. The more big games they play, the more ability they're going to have to win big games. And if the players in those games can't get that job done, they're the players that start to get let it, like Gus will let those guys go. They're not handling the pressure at that next level. And he talks a lot about that, and that's why there's certain players he would never sign and never pay the money for them, because he knows that Stephen Crichton's a player that when the magic needs to happen, he's there. He's there when there's in the magic moment. He's proven it over and over and over again. He's a player that will influence the scoreboard. They talked about Darren Lockyer. Sometimes you don't even know he's there. The next minute, he's the one ticking the scoreboard over. There's, the best thing about Cooper Cronk, no one was ever talked. They talked about the other guys all the time, but he was the one there just doing his job, feeding it, keeping it going, and then comes up with clutch plays at clutch times. So that's the sort of players that we need in our team, in our club, and they're the type of players they're trying to develop. And at some point they're going to need a crack. Let's go to the next block of games, shall we? Who's up?
That's right.
Oh, so we've got the Storm after the Warriors. We then have to travel for a 6-day turnaround to the Melbourne to play it. So basically, for 4 weeks in a row, it could be a situation where Warriors might have even had a couple of losses leading into this. But typically they win around this time of year with Origin. So not sure where they'll be, but they're pretty way out in front of us. Like they've almost qualified for the finals already. So, but Storm, Tigers, Canberra, we have to win all these games. But if we win these first 2 here and then somehow lose these next 2, we're still in with a big shot of making the 8. We win 3 of those 4, we're a chance of top 4. We win all 4, we can make the top 4. Okay. Then Roosters, Rabbitohs, Dragons, Panthers, Broncos. It's a tough run home. St. George could be one of those sides you don't want to play at that time of year with nothing to lose and still a bunch of first graders in their side and potentially having their worst season of all time that they've ever had. Have the Dragons ever had a wooden spoon?
No, apparently not.
And neither has Manly either. Manly's another one who's never had a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
So,
I've got a St. George supporter in my ear that keeps reminding me they haven't had a wooden spoon. I said, just give it a season.
So guys, these next 4 games are massive for our top 8 chances. And then South's at a core grudge match. Who's fit and who's available. Obviously, you want to play them play teams at their best and beat them, right? That's the idea. And that's what this club is actually about. But still, I look at the team list every week and wonder how we're going to, if it's going to be easier to win or harder. But I suppose that hasn't mattered with us this year. Like we've seemed aimed up against better lineups than against the teams missing players. It's like they've struggled to get up for those games, which is really sad because you can imagine if we beat Parramatta in round 1, we're sitting at 8 and 7, and we're in the 8. Right, it's a much different scenario, and it could come down to with this run home. I think it's going to come down to last 2 rounds. We need to win one of the last 2 games to make the finals or to make the top 4.
I like the run home. I think it's a good test for us, and it sets us up. Hopefully, we have good results, and it sets us up into a good finals campaign. Hopefully, so
yeah.
More than likely, if Penrith do what they did last year, the way they're flying, that second last game may end up being a game we play them without their players again. They may do the same thing as what they did last year and rest their players. So who knows? Let's go through a few chats, guys, to catch up a little bit for you guys. Timmy, yeah, mate, I do love my sport, mate. Always out there. Had another win at golf this weekend, guys. Won another major at golf. Thank you. Maybe Spinks can start in the back row with Preston next year and Kikau come off the bench. Yeah, look, Michael's been talking about that for a few weeks now, or for a bit longer, as that's the next evolution of Kikau now that we've decided to keep him, to bring him off the bench as an impact. So that will be something that may eventually happen, depending on his how his legs keep going.
I'd be starting with Tupanua, but as soon as there'll be an injury or origin or whatever, then he comes in. But I think Spinks is I'd say he's a 75% chance of making a debut this year. And I think Jack Todd, I'd say there's a 75% chance that he gets another run this year as well.
What's the signing situation with Spinks? Do you know?
Spinks is in the top 30 next year.
Is he already signed though? Has he got the contract?
Yeah, he's contracted till next year. Yeah,
till next year. So that means that this November 1 that he's on, he can technically be negotiating.
Yeah, so I'd say they might extend him.
That's what I'm thinking. Like if he plays an NRL game, it may be a reward for him to keep him interested till next year. That's all.
Yeah,
because other teams may start looking at him. James, when did you send that? That's probably when we said that we might have scored a few tries against El Magic, maybe, mate. Yep, thank you, buddy. Is Kurt Mann going around another year? Any whispers there? Mr. CBB, 35. Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs, 35.
G'day, mate. How you going? Potentially. I'm not sure. I've got a feeling that Kurt Mann may be on the way out, but that's just a gut feel. Just a gut feel.
Mike Cool, I'll make sure Jethro will be a Bulldog for life. I love the kid. Yes, guys, Mike Cool has a direct association with the big fella. So keep it going, mate. Is that where you get your Bulldog shorts from, mate? You look good the other day. I saw you running around. G'day, JD. Welcome, the boy from Naruma. How you going, mate? Joby. Timmy, at minimum, it's 6 from 9 remaining games to get to the top 8. Yep. Aristides, looking forward to Galvin piling on the try assist and hopefully a try against the Tigers. He looked rattled by the abuse from the Tigers fans last game, booing him every possession. Yeah, I don't think he'll be booed as much at home. We'll have hopefully by then, if we win the next game against Canberra, guys, we'll have a massive crowd against the Tigers for some revenge, guys. For a lot of people, that will be a game most anticipated for a victory, guys, especially after the last 2 times that they've got the wood on us, unfortunately. Kikau return for the Tigers as well, potentially. Yeah, let's hope so, if he's ready. Hurry back to the bench, Presto, back with Galvin. Yes. Yeah, Lockie said that's his favourite player playing with. Revenge on our minds against the Tigers and the Broncos. Yeah, big time. Both games very winnable. Get there, yes. All those games. Don't know if I'd be looking that far at the moment against the Wales. Well, that's only 3 games away, so they're all games we have to play eventually.
We're going through the whole lot, so
that's it.
We're just having a look at what's the run home and
what's coming.
But look, the next 2 games are the most important for the whole season for all those 3 clubs. For Canberra, that's why. Look, we had this situation in 2024. The run home for Canterbury was essentially we had to beat every side that was fighting for a top 8 spot, essentially on the run home. So, and we beat a lot of those sides. Like we ended the season of the Broncos. We ended the season of the Wars in that year. They were fighting hard after making the prelim the year before the Wars. This is what I mean. Like they made a prelim, then couldn't make the 8, and you know what it took? It took Jamin Salmon getting his face smashed to save the game against the Warriors that year.
Yep.
So it's 2 or 3 field goals were missed and 1-point wins back to back against the Sharks, who we hadn't beaten in ages. So
every post is a winner, if you remember the call.
That's
Big
it.
Birdo hitting the post for the field goals. 2 weeks in a row.
Burton.
If we don't lose against Canberra and Tigers, there will be at least 40,000 at Accor against the Wars. And the Wars do travel well. Like their supporters, a lot of them in Sydney, which is really good. So hopefully
I can see 50.
Hopefully we can get a big crowd out there for that game. And that's another Saturday afternoon game, guys. 5:30, ideal time. Load up all those vans, guys. Bring everyone out there. Get on the trains. Do what you have to do. How far away is Cade Dykes from returning from injury? I'm not sure how long he's got. Not
heard a thing about it, mate. Not heard a thing.
In saying that, when you add who knows in weeks to come, CBB, Underhill and Lipboy did well, but there was a clear drop off towards the back end of their stint.
Yeah, well, that's what Serrato was alluding to in his press conference when he's talking about they had some great learnings through that period. And look, Kurt, the commentators said it. Kurt Mann probably was changing their point of attack a bit, starting to go a bit sideways. He was sort of coming into that role where he was playing a part of the shape. And we sort of reverted a bit to that. And I think that made it come through a bit of fatigue. Then we started making some mistakes and invited him in. Yeah. So, it was essentially something that what I was saying before, if we had those more experienced players on the bench and had a bit more punch, and just this mentality of like, it's not nothing to lose, guys. We need to keep doing what we were doing when the first 2 come off for their stint. So, I don't think they didn't play well, and they played with intent. Like Underhill makes that mistake off the offload because he's playing with the intent to keep dominating the Titans. Same with Critter when he throws that ball to Curran, and that's, I said at the time, I was like, this is not what we need to be doing right now. And a good side could have punished us at that time, but I think we'd taken so much out of the Titans leading up to that they struggled. And as we saw, what happened to them under pressure? Jaden Campbell
twice tackled on last,
twice. On about the halfway line. So, that stuff. But it's funny,
we did the same thing to Penrith. We forced them into errors. People said, "Oh, they played shit, they passed shit," but we forced that out of them as well.
We did.
The way that we played this game, guys, we forced those errors out of the Titans. The start that we had, the completions that we had, the dominance, we really applied it to them. And backing up from what they did against Panthers the week before, we sapped them. We absolutely sapped them. So we earned the right to do what we could do. But I just felt like we just went a little bit too far in chasing all those offloads additionally. I mean, we did amazing in the ones that you can, but there was some desperation ones where they should have just been tempered a bit. Everybody was getting a bit excited because probably they all had the license to do it. That's why.
That's it.
Do you think Underhill gets rested against the Raiders or plays New South Wales Cup? And I think there was a follow-up there. You mentioned a fortnight ago Underhill may need a rest before the bye, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. What's your thoughts on that, mate?
Look, I thought Jones might play. I thought one of them wouldn't play. With the way Lipway played against the Warriors in New South Wales Cup, which was his best game in that grade for the year. He got the number 15 jersey. You know, I've always said that's significant. He come ahead of the other two guys, and that's how it played out as well. So I think if Carrazzo doesn't go down, I think AJ Jones takes part in that match. And I felt he might have been a bit of disappointment there because he potentially could have went to oh no, that was the week before, but
the week before, yeah,
that was the week before. But and he sort of hasn't got to. He did play 14 minutes the week before. Yeah. So look, these guys, it's they've got the good stuff, but they do need to be managed, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to manage their time, trying to manage their contributions, and have them learning as much as they can. It's all learning because they're training with the first grade squad, and they're doing all part of that environment. They're singing the song, and then when they go back to Cup, they've got to explode even further and take that. It's like going to Origin and coming back to the NRL team. When you go back a grade, for some players they clam up a bit, and it's like I'm too good for this. That can happen. It's not intentional, but it could be it's a disappointment thing. But for a lot of players, they go back and they show exactly why they were picked, and become, it's like, oh, when are we going to get this guy again? But the other guy coming through is Finau-Latu, who they're managing to the minute as well, without any shortcuts whatsoever to get this guy. And there was a moment in that New South Wales Cup game, which I pointed out the other day, which was, it was AJ took the run and he picked out the biggest guy in the Manly side and ran hard at him, got a quick play of the ball.
Yep.
And Finau-Latu was off the back of it and did the exact same thing.
Yep. And
there was that 1-2 punch coming through there, you know what I mean? And then you got these players like Jack Todd doing their thing. So I'm expecting
Finau's starting to look good though.
Yeah, because they just, but that's what I mean. They've got to get him. This is what I mean. Like we have. I keep saying it all the time, but we have a bunch of people. This is why I want to give away the Bartv thing, because we have a bunch of people who sit there and suggest that these young guys should be coming into the team because the NRL team's losing, but they're not. If they're not dominating New South Wales Cup, even as individuals, why the hell would you be saying they're a better option? Like this is what we're trying to get people thinking about here, because it is it's a big deal.
Heinzie, I just want us to knock out the Tigers from finals contention so I can laugh at my mate. Yeah, there's a lot.
Well, that's what it's about, mate. That's all it's about.
Not again.
We've got another Mick.
Henny Benny, welcome. Keen to see Underhill in the maroon colour. He'll take over Collins' role in a few years. Yeah, mate. He'll be
new Blondie.
Another live wire up there.
It's actually a really good comment, because I can see Underhill chasing being that guy is chasing a bomb and out jumping a fullback to score like Lindsay Collins did. It's like some of his NRL games I've found to be quite average, but then usually because he's coming off injuries or whatever. But for Queensland, he goes to another level. I can see Undy's doing that. That's actually a good comment. Not just the fact they got blonde hair. But
now, there's a challenge to you, mate. How much Cokes do you need?
Where's that?
Read the screen, buddy. Read the screen.
It says, what's the chance of following James Graham's lead and doing a 24-hour podcast? Oh, sorry. Thought you were talking about the Coke. Oh, we did one every day leading up to Vegas, which was wonderful. And
well, if we get some sponsors, guys, to raise money for
us,
Motor Neuron, You know, I'll organise Jairo to come on if you like, if that's the case. I'll get him on the show if we're doing a 24-hour one. So
24 hours. I'm not set up for that. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
We'll allow you time to have a snooze, mate. It's all right.
No.
I'll
need a holiday.
your dragon buddy's in town, mate.
G'day, Jag. How you going, mate? You guys are losing Lex and Tika next year. Arguably two of your best players. Who's that?
I don't know. Lex Luthor.
You guys are losing Lex and Tika. Who's Lex and Tika?
Expand, Jag, expand. Okay. 6 again with Finch is in the house. NRLW side are going to struggle big time this season.
Yeah, they might.
Second year syndrome. Let's see how we go. Who knows? The Dragons have never won a spoon. It's happening this year. There you go. I love the confidence, mate. Back your team. That's good. Love to see it. We need more luck with injuries and our best side to back up ASAP. That's it. Hopefully we can win all of our games and take them into next season. Well, if we win all our games, mate, we're going to win a lot more than worry about more this season than next season.
If we win all our games, we're in the top 4, guys. We'll be on about 38 points, I would suggest, maybe 40.
Hey, Sadadin, welcome.
Welcome to you.
We hope the Bulldogs will win next season. Don't worry about next season. Let's focus on this season, guys.
Everyone's written them off already.
And as Michael said, guys, 2024, we were in a position where we'd won 8 and lost 7 up until this point of the season, guys. So we're only just behind that. So not far away, guys. It's over the top to go. 3 Sony Bravies in a year okay, sorry guys, he's smashed a few TVs, guys. A few plasmas have gone, have gone. Send them back for warranty, mate. Yeah, the screen keeps cracking, mate. I don't know why that glass shards are in there for some reason.
So we were sitting in 5th spot on 20 points. We'd had 8 wins, 7 losses, and 2 byes, and we'd only scored 315 points. And our against was 251. So at that point, we were second best defensive side, only with a 64% difference. And there was a lot of sides struggling in that season. That was after 17 rounds.
And that's after we beat the Sharks. That's after we beat the Sharks 15-14.
Now, if we were on 20 points this year, so if we were on 8 wins and 7 losses this year, we would be still outside of the 8. So what's that tell you?
It's a close comp, guys. Close comp.
Well, it tells you there's a lot more teams winning more games in the top 8 this year.
That's right.
Than there was last year and the year before. 2025, where were we after 17 rounds? We were equal first, but we'd had 11 wins, 3 byes, whereas the Raiders had only had 1 bye at that point. But if you were on 20 points last year, you were also in the 5th spot. And then there was a big gap to the top 4 at the same point. So, yeah, different years, different draws, different makeups of how it works.
But, Brian's just corrected himself. So he's saying, Harry, back to the bench. Leave Preston with Galvin and Curran with Critter and Salmon back to lock. Mick, your alter ego, Mick 5546 is in town, up the Dogs. Do you think that Pappy will come to the Doggies? If he comes out of retirement, he'll definitely be looked at. I think he's worth looking at. Pappenhausen.
Oh yeah, I love the thing about that. It's that Kenty's talking about it, and then which will get him trending again. And then what's the last thing? But Pappenhausen has mentioned numerous times he's never playing rugby league again.
There you go. Harry Hayes, low key, is my favourite player. Is that the same Harry that's on the wall behind Michael? Too many offloads, correct? No, not too many. that was the strategy. They had the license by the coach to go out there and shake the game up, play an offensive game, get the offloads away, break them up with second phase play. Just towards the end of the dominance, they started to continue doing that, like that one that Carraz was doing just before half time, where we lost the ball and gave them 9 seconds to try to score. Some of those ones there, you just need to learn that control. I think they'll learn that as they go, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. We seem stacked with forwards talent. Big competition for spots next year. Yeah, look, we had the same issue this year as well. So we spoke about that. We had a lot more forwards than we had in the back line that we were considering playing. And, AJ was one that was going to debut potentially, Underhill potentially, and they have. Spinks was spoken about. Even Fino Latu was spoken about. People were hoping he'd come in a lot sooner. So there's a lot of competition in that area. So
we spoke about that at the start of the year. I
correct.
Essentially said that the problem is that they weren't. We had all these guys stacked, and all on many of them on sort of, you had DSF and Sam Hughes and Jack Todd and Lipboy Hopboy. And then you had AJ that we knew was coming through, Finau Latu we knew was coming through, Jack Underhill that we knew was coming through, and some others coming through, Logan Spinks. And I guess what we were saying is that if those guys were fit and available, it would have been much better. AJ getting suspended sort of held him back a little while, because with a lot of these forwards, you've got to keep them ticking over. You've got to keep the minutes up in them. And that's the problem with the way they're struggling with making that happen, to have them ready to go. It's easy for us to say, just give the kid a run. It's the most overused thing that we've ever heard, but they're trying to get them right so that they're not going to, so that they can perform, not let themselves down, not let the team down, be held to the same expectation as everybody else, and be ready. And that's exactly what the club's done. And I think that is the context you need to understand, is that we do have a bottleneck of young talent coming through that needs an opportunity, and managing that has been hard. It's like DSF, he was on that plane. He was going to be a part of that 19 to play St. George until the back spasms, and that just set him back.
Sliding doors moment for him, poor bugger.
Sliding door moment, sliding out of the club, essentially.
Never recovered from it.
And I can see him coming back to the NRL one day if he can have some luck and get some continuity going with his games, continuity, sorry, and getting himself going again. He can find himself another NRL club and play a part. I think the rules right now, we've letting things just organically sort of happen a little bit without the referee pulling everything up, and teams actually sort of more used to the rules and actually being a little bit more disciplined as well. Like, I think there's a bit of that as well. I think that would suit a DSF right now. But Sam Hughes has sort of had an injury and then got a reoccurred one during the warm-ups and stuff. So he's had another setback. That's probably might cost him a contract. But what's that do for all these other young guys, right? So, we always knew it was going to take a while.
Depending on how the NRL side is travelling, I'd give AJ Latu Spinksy a run in the next few weeks just to help ease Preston back from injury. But Underhill has been such a pleasure to watch. Yes, mate. I'm sure he's your man's man, mate. The challenge for us, if we want to do Mick and Gas at 24 hours, is we need to be there. That's right, mate. What we would do, mate, the challenge would be is you do it like from let's say, afternoon of a game day for us. So we do the lead up into the game, do the game, then you go through the night. Then the next day you've got then you can talk about the result after we smash someone for the whole night. And then you get into the next day. And then by the time you get to your 24 hours, you've seen another couple of games as well. So, that's how you would do it, I think. Meanwhile, but it's wishful thinking, guys. Shades of the Knights in 2023 under Adam O'Brien. Well, hopefully we don't have to win that many games in a row just to make it. That was desperation stuff by the Knights. Hines is enjoying Critter in the halves. He suits that role. Yeah, he's playing basically with a 7 on his back, guys. Forget the 6. He's playing as a halfback. And Galvin is playing as a 6. So don't let anyone tell tell you anything otherwise.
We said that after they played the first game. So
that's right. Reserve grade to NRL is a massive jump. You get a lot less time to get plays on. It's a lot tougher and a harder jump, guys. And every level up is a challenge, guys. You know, you go from NRL to Origin, it's another step up. Players get found out when they look amazing in NRL, etc. Just ask Stags, guys, he'll tell you. I think Pappy is enjoying retirement too much. Yep. We play well when we're offloading. We will need to outscore the Raiders in offloading. Just keep playing our game, guys. Loving Leo Thompson's offloads. Yes. Raiders will be very desperate, but gee, they were bad against the Dragons. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but for and against will be critical. Hopefully we can put a score on them. Well, that's the third time this year, guys, we've hit 30 points. So now we've done that against Penrith, Melbourne, and the Titans. So hopefully many more to come, and then maybe a couple of 40s as well in there. And to be honest with you, you know, we're one of the few teams not to concede 50, guys, and a lot of them have. So
we said a couple of weeks ago, we said, I said it. Essentially, it was stopping one try and scoring another try was going to be the difference for us. Yep. And we've gone from averaging about 15 points a game and conceding about 26 to scoring 26 and or scoring 20 and conceding 15 since that Storm game. So it's definitely heading in the right direction. We're conceding about 3 tries a match. To get to where we want to be, it's getting that down to that 2 tries per game defense. That's when we're at our absolute best. And with our attack, I would like to see that another try on top of that, which is just another reversal. Concede one less more, and we're likely going to concede one more as well. And that will get us to parity by the top 8, I think, by the end of the season with the right results.
12, 12, and 12, our last 3 guys. 12, 12, and 12 against.
But they missed 6 goals.
Yeah, but that's their problem. That's what we're doing. We're pushing them out wide. See, that's the only place they're scoring. Yeah, that's the other thing. You should look at it that way. We're not letting them score up the guts. I know.
They're still scoring tries that they shouldn't score.
Yeah, and look, that's after at the end of a really bad season we're having. So the less of those we get, the better, and we're improving. It's getting confidence to the boys.
Well, exactly.
But I also felt like against the Titans, I think we got the rub of the green a few times. There's a couple of instances, yes, we didn't. I mean, I spoke about it the other day. I really feel Birdo, when he was crossing over for that try, 10 minutes into the game, he was collected by the knees of Keano Kinney. And no one spoke about that. Birdo got up smiling and looking around going, hang on a sec, did you see the way he came in at me? They didn't go for a challenge. The ref didn't go for a review because it was a try-scoring opportunity. 5 minutes later, after we scored the other try, they came out and said, Keano Kinney's put on report, and the commentator goes, what was that even for? No one even knows what it was for. That's what it was for, guys. I can tell you now. It was for sliding in with the knees, and I still haven't heard nothing about it. And I don't even think he got charged or anything. I don't know.
They just would have said, nah, he's a star, let him go.
Exactly. So that would have been 2 things. 1, a penalty. 2, a potential sin bin because it was a professional foul. Wouldn't have been probably a try, would have been a penalty because there was another tackler that was there.
Yeah.
But that would have potentially put him in the bin as well. So could have again shifted the game early in the game. We still did well, but that was something there that we did. The other thing is there was a few times where there was a few loose balls, kicks. There was a knockback by one of them. Critter knocked it on. They called it a knock on our try line. So we got the ball. There was a couple of 50-50, which we have not been getting this year, guys. That makes a big difference to the games, guys. When you're winning and you're doing well, you do get those 50-50 calls sometimes. It's just this perception with the refs that you're doing all right, you should be getting that call. It just happens, guys. Don't ask me how. Panthers get it a lot. They're doing well. It just happens that way. Do you want to have a look at Origin, mate? Where are we at? 100% on the rub of the green comment. There will be games when we cop it and we still need to prove ourselves in that situation, but our resilience has definitely improved. Yeah, we copped a lot of points off bad errors. We've copped some bad calls and we've just leaked points straight on the back of them. There were some good moments the other day where we leaked some points or some errors, and then we defended them well. So that's helping, guys. And what about the try saver by Tawala? How good was that? That was a great cover tackle. That was a great tackle to pull him down short. He was over. That was a try, but great tackle, guys. And Connor Tracy, in my eyes, saved that try, guys. That's a photo on the wall at the Bulldogs. That was a try saver. Bad call by the video ref. Video ref had a bad game this week, guys. Bad game this week, video ref. And speaking of that, Timmy's the blunder, that was a shocking call, guys. You can see the ball deviating in the air. The rotation actually moved. How that wasn't touched in flight knock on, I'll never know. But anyway, the NRL have admitted that it was wrong. It was wrong.
Well, we've still got to do our draw and
Origin.
Let's
24 hours. This time tomorrow, guys, we'll be either celebrating or hiding under the bed sheets crying, depending on which state you're from.
What day is it on?
Isn't it tomorrow, or is it next week? Next week. Whichever. They're all the same.
Yeah, this week sucks. This week's
footy
shit.
Just can't hurry up. We've got to buy. Everything sucks.
We've got the soccer on Saturday. That's about it.
4 a.m., guys. 4 a.m. And how good
was
Morocco today? How good was Morocco?
Couldn't give a shit about Morocco. Sorry.
Hey.
Are you from Morocco?
I'm married to a Moroccan. Calm down, buddy.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, I thought she was from Lebanon.
No, mate. Been down that road.
I probably didn't listen. Sorry, mate.
It's okay, mate. And
all
the
right,
Germans are gone. Yes, Germans are gone.
Germans are gone from the Paraguayans, who played a very defensive game again, and it paid off. Well done. So the blue side: Tedesco, Bostock, Bradman Best, Stephen Crichton, Marky Mark, Mitchell Moses, Nathan Cleary, up against Sam Walker, Cameron Munster, Jojo, the Hammer, Robert Toya, Selwyn Cobbo, and Callum Ponga. Selwyn's fitness has been the big thing for him this year, I think.
Career best form.
Because of his fitness. He's always had the talent. It's been a ploy to kick to Selwyn to tire him out. He's not as effective, but he's given the Inglis feels. Jack Boxstock, I like this kid a lot. A lot of criticism for this. People don't like Tedesco. I get it. I think he's definitely. I think he's a very good player, and he's not a bad person either. So, I actually saw the Roosters at the square the other day, and Teddy was walking with the young guys, hanging with the young guys from the team, more so than the older heads. It was funny because Guzmani Gomez was across on the other side of the square. It's like 7:30 in the morning, and there was literally about 400 people lined up to order from there. And I think they were looking at it going, what the? He's like, people love Guzmani Gomez in Brisbane. Anyway, I said something to him, but I won't talk about it too much. Go
the Blues.
Go the Blues. That's all I actually said, to be honest. And fuck the Roosters. But anyway, Callum Ponga. I don't know. There's something about him I just don't like. That's just me personally.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. What's do they wear their bloody rings in their ears? I can't stand that. Or is that just hair? Fucking jewelry on in their team photos. Drives me insane. Look, I don't know. I'm not nothing against Tolatu Kolo. You know, he pulled our pants down in 2024. Obviously a good player. A lot of criticism about Mitchell Moses being in the halves. I get the criticism on his form, but he's also been playing with injury. And this was the issue last year. Nathan had injuries. Look, to me, Bradman Best is been a New South Wales Blue who's had massive moments through all the junior rep sides. and he's had some pretty good moments for the Blues since he's made his debut. Taking my Bulldogs hat off, I've got no issue with. I just find he's showing up for the Blues more than Katoni Staggs has. I think Katoni, I think he tried hard and he made a good go of it. He was trying his best this year. He definitely come too soon for him when he first debuted for New South Wales. Could probably feel a little bit hard done by not to be in the side, but I guess his team is struggling as well with the Broncos. But Bradman Best got no problem with his selection. I think, look, for Robert Toyer and the Hammer have got us for speed, and Jojo Fafita can motor as well, and he's been playing like an extra. He's been one of the biggest. It's all been about Selwyn, but Jojo on the other side has been doing a wonderful job for the Queenslanders. Kalen Ponga has played well until he got sent off in game one. Munster is plays well every single year, and Sam Walker, I feel this is my comments after game two was Sam Walker has shown more ability at Origin level in 2 matches than I've seen from New South Wales halves in a very long time. And definitely, I think the call to say he was Alan Langer-like was probably the best comparison I've seen as well. Just like he's got spiders on him, not having to make enough tackles, it's like we've got Nathan Cleary and Mitchell Moses in the Blues team. That should give you confidence. But why don't we feel confident? I think Nathan Cleary is the best half out of all those 4 players, in my opinion. Skill-wise, defensively, his running game's better than everyone there. And he can do any kick in the book. The problem is he's got one little weakness when he gets tired in defence that gets exploited at times. The problem is I've always said it. You cannot Queensland pick a side which has players that are big, that are strong, but are importantly very, very quick. And we don't. I'm not too sure about the speed of Jack Bostock, but he gets along. I'm sure of that. Bradman goes all right in open space, but I would suggest he's not as fast as the Hammer's obviously the fastest player in the game. And Crito is actually he's proven it doesn't matter how fast you are when it comes to him, but he gets the job done. Look, I think there's good balance in that back line for the Blues, and it's if everyone does their role and they go out there with intent to offload and all that sort of stuff. I think that they've dropped Brian To'o, which I think's justified. A lot of people have carried on about that in being loyal to him. And would Queensland have dropped Brian To'o? I think Billy would have. If Selwyn, just say Selwyn's been there and doing at this level and doing great, and they win this series and they do it for 2 years, and Billy's still the coach, and then they lose a series where Selwyn made a heap of errors, and then the following year there was he makes another heap of unforced errors. Now Brian had 3 unforced errors from dummy half. I think Critter had 1 maybe. And then there was more in game 2. And it seemed like they were able to nullify his ground game as well, his ability to make ground out of yardage and stuff. So they had the game plan to take that away from him a bit. And then, as we've seen, Queensland know how to find their wingers with kicks. And Brian just couldn't defend them. So I think that's why he's been dropped. It's been more of a strategic thing to counter what the opposition are doing, more so than what we're doing. And they see Jack Bostock as a future. Look, since his return back to the Dolphins after a long injury, he's been really good. and I think he's a special player, and Wayne Bennett rates him very highly. And as I said, Bradman Best has always had those moments. So this is a very two really good backlines. Robert Toya has been sensational in the first two games as well. But Critter, I think this comes down to Critter. I'm expecting something special from Stephen Crichton this week with Brian missing. Look, Marky Mark, we know he's a player that can do some pretty special things as well. I don't begrudge any of these players that have been picked, and I think the players that have been dropped. As I said, Toloja Kola, I think he didn't do anything bad or wrong, and he got himself knocked out in game one. But I don't think he's done anything to make New South Wales
worse
or better.
Mm.
You know, so I think they need more. They need better than what he provided, and that's what they've gone for. That's what they're trying to do. It's game 3. It's a decider. You're trying to win, and we got comprehensively destroyed in game 2. So
he was the only one in the back line that didn't run for over 100 meters as well in game 2. I know it wasn't, but everyone else in the back line, other than the halves, ran over 100 meters. So he ran for 96. Yeah. So he just got to come looking for the ball as well sometimes in that few more runs. But but yeah, at the end of the day, like I reckon he's still there as he's a good backup to have in there. Potentially, if something happens 100%. To one of the back line, he's a great option because he can play any one of those 3 backline positions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wing, center, or even fullback. He can cover any one of those. Yeah, he can cover.
And him coming on fresh, fresh potentially could actually
change the game. Yeah,
he could be the guy. He could be that dude that opens it up.
Rinto. Yep.
Yeah. So look, going to the forward pack, I think there's still a big chance that Cameron Murray gets to start at lock. Look, Yo's the captain at the end of the day, and Nathan Cleary and Yo have been working together for a long time. But essentially, since Madge put Yo. Where he had Murray playing lock and Yo playing more like a front rower, and basically had Nathan doing a lot more of the first receiver stuff and the half of 5'8" sort of working together more. That sort of started under Madge a few years ago. When
he may even rest Barnett and put Yo in the front row potentially. I mean, he may still keep him there. Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't see him putting Yo to the bench. I see Yo going to the front row and Mitch Barnett dropping out.
And coming on fresh to just so because you know that Hassel will play big minutes, so it'll just be rotating around him potentially, then giving him a break, you know, as he usually does after half time, and then go from there, bring him on fresh for the end.
Well, Laurie Daly's basically said this is a much more this is a bigger side for the Blues. It's a bigger team. Like Liam Martin, I don't think his form's warranted his inclusion either.
But they need that. They need someone
who's an origin player.
Yeah. An aggro and chase after Bunster and whatever he's going to do. Yeah.
He's like a Greg Bird or a Paul Gallen. Like you put him in origin and he'll break his bones to pull off the game plan. His kick chase will be unrelenting. And he might also do something that you're not aware of, like he'll be there for a little set move grubber or do something that they're not sort of aware of. He's a player that can pop up. Penrith use all their players in their arsenal. They always have a play for someone in their team, for every player in their team. And he's one that could be utilised for that. You know, we talk about the coaches as if they're coaching these sides. Like Laurie Daly's not coaching these players. And I don't think Madge was as well. It's about how they combine and get through their reps and just a couple of little things that they focus on. And the assistants do a lot of that work as well. And they watch their videos and this is happening. And that's why they want combinations, because it makes it much easier within camp. And they can get through a lot more when people are very familiar with what they're doing. Look, adding Fanil Blake, it never sat well with me, just because I know that he's changed a lot of clubs mid-term.
Yeah.
Players that do that a lot. I find
let's hope there's a way that he doesn't play anyway.
Well, if he does play, I just want him to play like it means everything to him, and I just haven't seen that yet. But at the same time, Queensland put a game plan around exposing him, and that's exactly what they did. They made it hard on him. They honed in. It's like when we play a team and kick ours, like, oh, see this little halfback here? He's not going to do anything for this team except knock the ball on and shit because I'm going to pick him out. I'm going to
torment him.
I'm going to torment him. Remember Keanu Kinney? Des had to drop him a couple of years ago, but he came back. He's gone from strength to strength since, which shows a lot about the kid and the player. But him and Tanner Boyd, like, he nearly sent them to end of their careers.
Doesn't Keanu Kinney have a tattoo of Burden's shoulder now on his chest? he got him a few times. I mean, he didn't let him breathe, so good on him.
Big Red might get a go. You never know. Look, Murray Taulagi, Reece Walsh. Yeah, Carrigan's back. Max Plath definitely justified his inclusion. Ruben Cotter's so that's what I mean. Like
Origin players.
If a lot of when Queensland lose, like Kurt Capewell, and he's one of the players they say had a drop. Look, Britt Nakora went all right. Tino and Tom. We got under Tom's skin a little bit in that first half. Set things up a bit. He dropped the ball. We got that try. But yeah, Reece Robson, probably a lot of people didn't want him picked again. I loved what Blake Brayley did in game one when he came on. And I felt, honestly, this is people will criticise Daly for not benching Reece earlier and bringing Api Coruscant on. I think if he does that earlier, I think that there may have been a change in how we went about things as well. But yeah, look, I think this has got a lot of balance to it, this team. I would not be surprised if Hamoli starts as well. But yeah, I think they're just going to go out there, try and set this game up, work their ass off, and then try and bring on the energy off the bench and play a simple game, because having Aden, Hamoli coming on, these are big boys, and you're like, go out there and run friggin' hard. I want to see a player like Hamoli come on in the middle and be able to utilized effectively in that role, or they probably bring him on and maybe move. I reckon they'll replace Liam and bring Hamoli on, and then Liam can come back on for another crack through the middle as well. So there's all different options they've got. They're all versatile in that way. I have in mind the last couple of years, Hudson Young sort of hasn't, when he wasn't starting and he was off the bench, they were using him through the middle a little bit as well. And he had some good leg speed. Not sold on Hudson Young. Look, he gives his all. He tries hard every game, and that's a play that you have to admire a little bit. But fuck, he makes some mistakes.
I've said it before, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree. Injury permitting, I felt like Preston would have been a better option than Hudson Young as an Origin player at that level in doing that. And I think that may eventually happen. I think, when Andrew Johns coaches next year, I reckon that'll happen.
I've nearly drunk 1.25 litres of Coke Zero. It's going to go through me, I reckon. Just saying.
That's all right. Let's finish off some of these chats, mate. We've got the draw to do as well tonight. And then...
so, you latecomers, who wants to go in the draw, people? You can win a Bartv subscription. Who's already in it?
The prize, guys, tonight, and it was to hit a record $200 windfall, which we've already gone close to now. So minimum $5 gets you a ticket in. It's a subscription to a Bartv, which is all of the games that are played below the NRL, guys, the New South Wales Cup games and all the other games all across the country. So you'll get access to that and be able to watch those games. So you will be the responsibility will be on you as well to give us updates about how those players are trending in that lower grade. So rather than sit there and look at the stats at the end of the week and say, oh, Conti had 3 try assists and scored 3 tries, he should be in first grade. You can tell us what happened and how it happened. So that's the responsibility on the winners as well. Give us an update and on all that. So that's basically a $20 a month membership, guys, that will give you for the season. So you'll have access to that. So that's a great prize. There will be 2 winners tonight, guys. So we've already had quite a few donations tonight. It's not too late. So while I go through some of these chats, if you feel like you haven't contributed and you want to throw something our way, we're giving it back basically, guys. So it's a great prize. Let's have a look. So we've just spoken about Toto being dropped. Yep. Bostock will negate the Dolphins teammates. Yeah, let's hope so. Mick, are you heading to Suncorp for the decider?
Probably not, no.
No, okay. Andrew
Unless
Sage.
I get something.
Where's Sage? I haven't seen Sage for. Is he on holidays, isn't he?
I think he's in
Vietnam, or was he going?
Yeah, Vietnam was the last.
Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, that's
last time. Yeah.
GYG
his
has a
he
good
sent me a
breakfast.
photo.
Yep, there you go. The Blues need tall, fast backs that can jump, which they now have. Just not the best. Not best. Bradman does all right, mate. He's got good history there. In 24, that's right, Timmy.
He's an Origin player.
He does.
That
yeah.
try scores wins us the game.
Exactly. And he's still a lot of work to do there. Still have to put the palm in the face and still carry another guy over the try line and get the ball down. So Luai did his bit, but Best finished it off. I know, because I'm still trying to get my voice back after cheering that try, boys. I was actually in Wagga Wagga watching that game with Aki, so that was a good one.
Where I'm born. Wagga Wagga.
Timmy, you got to try that out, mate. Apparently, Critter got feet and hands is a game winner.
That's it. I'm loving your comments tonight, James, too, mate.
Three in a row, mate. James is on fire.
And it's hard to tell who's positive, James, and who's negative, James.
Oh, all things
good
James
to have you
now.
back, mate.
All
loving
things
it,
James.
My middle name's James, so
there you go.
We've got about 5 Michaels and 2 or 3 Jameses on here.
MJJ. Awesome. MJJ. Given Moses is down on form, hopefully Critter is given a license to ball play. Well, that may eventually happen in the game. Look, think about it this way. Every time Critter plays, in the 6 or 7 role that he's doing now, he's improving his skill, because it's one thing to do it at training, guys. Another thing doing it during the game and learning on the run as well. And you could see in 2 weeks from one to the next how much improvement he had. So it's a good spot for us.
Mike's just got himself another 3 tickets.
There you go.
Champion, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. In there for the Bartv. No worries. You guys love each other. Love it. Lovely through you. Yep, no worries. I've been Blues my whole life, and when we're all turned off from coach to dropping players to just picking who the media want, no Preston, no hard heads, makes Queensland look good. Yeah, David Patras. It's a shame that he got injured, but yeah, look, he was in the squad last year as well. Even obviously the suspension hurt him last year, but when he came back, he definitely knocking on the door. And I honestly believe that if he and Karaz were fully fit, I reckon they would have been in the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having the combo guys, Critter and Karaz, together there. That's what they love as well, those combinations.
That's the other point. That's the other point, guys, too. Like if you've got your players fit, everyone's carrying injuries and stuff, but if you've got everyone fit and firing, that helps other players in your team ascend as well. So a lot of teams are picked because their teams are doing well. There's not too many players in the coming last unless they've been there and done it before, and they're sort of considered elite, which is what they consider Mitchell Moses to be, right? And they're probably saying the same about a Hudson Young.
Yeah.
They don't get picked if their teams aren't in form. Now, Brian Toto, his team is in form. So I give credit to Laurie Daly for making that change to take him out. We might get beaten by 50, 60 points, and everyone will say Laurie Daly, and it'll probably weigh heavily on him I think it's outrageous how we're talking about the guy. He's an absolute legend of New South Wales and deserves respect.
And Gus,
we're all
Gus
passionate,
stood up for
and
him
we
as
hate
well.
we hate all
Gus
these
stood up for him as well. Yeah,
we hate the Queenslanders carrying on and whatever else. Look, it's hard. It's hard, but that's because they're so easily misled. You know, they are. I just see them as USA, USA. As when I hear yippee yippee yah yippee yippee yah. That's been the worst part of the World Cup so far, is hearing that American team's name being chanted.
That's what I think of the USA call, mate. It's all a laugh, and they do the same thing in the golf, which is pathetic as well. So anyway, have a bit more humility about yourselves. There we go, guys. So if that's the last entry, add that one in, add those tickets in, Mick. I think it's time for a draw for one of our biggest prizes of the year. Timmy, are you putting anything in, mate? Last minute, Timmy. I know you like to watch your Bartv. Come on, Timmy, put your name in there, mate. Do a last minute one like Mike Cool did the other day and got through. Come on, Timmy, spare a $5, buddy. I know you're good enough. I know you're good for it, mate. Better than that breakfast burrito that you're thinking of, buddy.
Dave just said something I'm not going to repeat. Old fella Dave sent me a message.
Oh, that's
but I 100% agree with him. I'm just letting you know, brother. Yes, just in relation to Queensland and them getting everything going their own way. I'm sorry, James. I know you're a Queenslander, mate.
And for those of you who missed the start today, guys, we launched a new video intro with the song. Dave has done an amazing job to set that up. We will be playing that at the end of the episode shortly. So have a look, guys, and see how that goes and give us your feedback. We can still see your comments while that's playing. So, yeah. Okay.
Does that look nice and big?
Whoa. Guys, you're in there. Everyone's in. We just get the hammer down, guys. Last entries. No one else adding in there.
No, I'm just looking through. Bulldog Mike needs a couple more.
Oh, okay, mate. There you go.
He paid some more money the other day.
You sort that out, mate. You sort that out. It's all fair and love and war here, guys. Completely transparent, as you can see there, guys. It's all done by the system. We don't choose the winners. We just let it choose you.
That's it, mate. You've been wanting to say that for a while, haven't
you? This is what we think about the Queenslanders.
Unless they're Bulldog supporters.
Yeah, there's a late Timmy's now been a member for 17 months. Does that mean he's added more dollars, mate? Can you see that or not?
No, it's not enough, Timmy.
No. Sorry, Timmy.
Thank you, though, Timmy. Thank you so much for your contributions, always, my friend. And
thanks, guys.
And look, Timmy's had a few little wins here and there. He's done all right.
Yes. So today we're doing 2 winners, guys. 2 winners for the Bartv subscription. So not 1, but 2, guys, which means you can see all the games and everything. Thank you, guys. It's a big draw, so we might need to do more than 1 drum roll to get that over the line.
Sorry, I'm just making it smaller so I can actually push the button. Here we go. Get the drum roll going. It's the first draw. We're off. And it's going.
And the winner is Mike Champion.
There he is. He come in with a second donation at the end as well. A few more tickets.
There you go.
Champion Industries. Mike
the champion.
Was a Mikey. Mike Warren, you have won.
So now you can take his name out.
The Bartv.
Take his one out so he doesn't win it twice. You only need one subscription, mate.
Well, look, it'll be a shared thing, so don't share it with anyone else.
That's all right. Take his name out, and then we can do another one.
Oh.
Here we go.
Sorry, guys. It's just struggling a bit here.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Okay, guys.
The second winner.
This is what there was a replay of what Mike did when he heard that he'd won it.
And the winner is Sydney, Australia. Mike did have a lot of tickets, guys. He's put on
a lot of funds in.
Yep.
And guys, while we're on there getting ready, Ashley Klein refereeing the third Origin game as well, guys, in case you weren't sure. No change. The Queenslanders wanted him after what he did for them in game 2.
Oh, game 3 usually goes to the team that deserves it.
All right, guys. Yeah, let's get
go.
ready to rock and roll.
Give me the drum roll again. Spin that wheel, bro.
Hey, Mr. England. Welcome to the... He's not even here today.
He's always here. He's always putting
He's
in.
always lurking. Rhett, are you hiding, mate? Are you just sitting there listening quietly, mate? Ignoring everyone else? What's going on? Congratulations. Well done, guys. Well done. Thank you for all your support, guys. Your support has helped contribute to these winners getting this stuff. So, and thank you for all the congratulations.
Yeah, if people are already subscribing to this and they've won, you can feel free to let us know and we can give our password out to somebody else or whatever else if you're, but yeah, thank you so much, people. Hello, Mario McKelly. Good to see you.
G'day,
and for those
Mario.
joining on Facebook, thank you to everyone who's joined.
There's another Facebooker here. Darren Morefoot, welcome. Isn't it scary, though, to see Carraz injury-free, doing what he does on one leg just about? Crazy. He's all
and he's not injury-free.
He's all injury-free. I know.
Barbecue at Mike and Rhett's house. There you go. Well, that's have a New South Wales Cup watch along. We can do that.
That's it. Barbecue. There you go, guys. Sign them up for the barbecue, guys.
Yeah, old fella Dave suggested we start a Discord, so I was going to get my son to set one up, and maybe something that we do as a part of the Dogfather membership, where we can sit there and talk to each other on our Discord and watch games together and stuff. I think it's a really good idea and something we can look at as well for the future. But that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. It is the bye week. Now we've got that Bulldogs fan has said he wants to come on next. I think he's going to watch the women
in New
Zealand this week.
Gibbo, yep.
And he'll probably have some more things. There's going to be another jersey giveaway. Now, guys, we've actually... Gas has done his magic. Dave supported us. The guy who brought us the video, he actually put forward the jersey, and Gas has been got the whole team signed, or most of the side.
Two
maybe
left,
a couple,
guys.
two more signatures to go. So that will be the next jersey that we put on offer. Obviously, this jersey it's like a size large or extra large. It's
for framing, guys. For framing, yeah.
So you can get it framed.
If we win the grand final, it could be worth a lot of money, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Never say never.
Definitely.
Never say never.
Now, also with the Dogfather cartel packs, they'll slowly get rolled out. James got his today. I was very, very happy with his. Not everyone will get the same sort of stuff, but there's like some fridge magnets. There's some playing cards with images. Now, sometimes the images might be a bit off or whatever, but look, I'm doing the best. I'm doing this myself, and I make no apologies. All right. There'll be a canvas, and I'll liaise with the person to see what type of canvas they would want. If I can find some merch like cheap shirts and stuff coming from the club, I'll do that where I can. We've got some 2025 final shirts, which I've gone out to a couple of people. Sean's got his already as part of his pack. We've still got to send his pack out to him as well. There'll be one for Brian coming up and one for champion Mike, who just won the Bartv. He's also a cartel member. He'll be getting one. In the words of Shawshank Redemption, guys, when what Michael gives you, you'll take what I give you, and you're not going to argue about it. It's not a good scene, but you'll take what I give you, and you're not going to argue about it. Anyone who knows Shawshank, you'll know what I'm talking about. Mike, whatever he gives you, you'll take it, guys. You're going to enjoy it. Trust me. The sisters. The sisters. Oh my god, favorite. Good movie. Profile, it says, I'm making an edit about you guys. Might take a week, but there will be a lot of effort into it. Oh, thank you so much, champion.
Thanks, mate.
I look forward to seeing that as well. And if you've got we'll get your channel going and we'll support you as well, matey. And shout out to everyone who's come on tonight. Is Six Tackles with Finch. They're also it's a show Harry's actually presented on. His mate runs that podcast. They're ticking along nicely. Have you got any more stuff going out to Ryan, mate? Zreg? Ryan, have you got anything going? I've got a flag for Ryan signed by Birdo. So not sure if you got anything else, but I've got a flag for you, Ryan. One of the Bulldogs flags, like that one behind wherever it is. Right, so I've got that for you. It's signed by Birdo. So just once we get everything else together, I'll get that over to you, mate. I think I've got your details in Victoria. Beautiful. All right. Well, that's wonderful. Ryan's in Vic. Oh, you're going to meet him up at the Storm game, aren't you? Potentially, yeah. So yeah, that should be a goer, mate. Otherwise, if you come into the Storm game, mate, we can do a personal hand over there and a nice photo, mate, to go with it as well, and a presentation. So some of you already had that this year. Thanks, Mike. Glad you caught the light. Thanks for your contributions, mate. And you now got a Bartv subscription, or you'll have the password to get into it. Lego Bulldogs podcast movie coming soon. There we go. Oh, sorry, mate. Click it again. You click it. Thank you, Bulldogs Mike 75. Great to see you, Hawksy. Thanks for joining. I think that'll do us tonight, people. That's it, guys. And stay behind, guys. There is a new video for those who haven't seen it, and for those who have and you want to see it again, enjoy. Thank you, Dave, again. And thank you, Mick, and go the doggies. All right, people. It's great speaking to you all. Watch this movie. It's awesome. Go the Dogs.
Fans, welcome to the show. All Things Bulldogs. Here we go, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Blue and white pride. Bulldogs for life. Dogfather here. Gas by my side. All Things Bulldogs, talking dogs tonight. road.